Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Horn, does GSA have a formal process by which individuals may recuse themselves or be recused from working on certain matters? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good, thank you. Have either of the following government employees been recused from participating in decisions regarding the old post office? Ivanka Trump, Assistant to the President, yes or no?
I don't know.
Jared Kushner, Senior Advisor to the President?
I don't know.
Well, that's interesting because that seems to be in Contracting Officer Kevin Terry's letter, that is a critical component. It's actually included. It says, in fact, in that letter, that it is our further understanding that Mr. Kushner has, this is before Ivanka had a formal position, has or will file necessary confidential financial disclosure forms, which among other things will include among his listed assets Ivanka Trump's interests in and flowing from tenant. It is our further understanding that Mr. Kushner has or will recuse himself from participating in, among other things, any matters related to the lease. But you don't know whether, since that's in a critical letter from your contracting officer, and he based his decision on that recusal in part, has he received information regarding the recusal of either Mr. Trump or Ms. Trump?
I'm not sure what information he's received. It's his job to administer the contract, and I do know that he has determined that the tenant is in full compliance with the terms and conditions of the lease.
Sir, but in his letter, he says that this will be done. But you're saying we don't know if it was done. That's correct.
I'm saying it's Mr. Terry's job to make that determination.
Well, but if Mr. Terry made that a condition and he doesn't know, then shouldn't he inquire as to whether or not they met the conditions that he stated in his letter?
I didn't say Mr. Terry didn't know. I said that I didn't know.
Okay. Is this something that only the chairman can ask for? Because it seems that Mr. Terry, based on no legal opinion that we're allowed to see, apparently there was legal advice but not an opinion, that's my understanding, we can't see it. He did say that the Trumps were going to recuse themselves. We don't know if they did that or not, but this is all in Mr. Terry's head, and it's all okay, and the people of the United States of America in a profit-sharing agreement with this family have no right to know whether or not they've recused themselves from any decision-making, including appointing, of course, the next GSA administrator.
We're committed to working with the committee to providing information on this project.
Okay. Well, just referring back to the legal opinion by the chairman, I might agree, I'm not a lawyer, with his reading of the first part of the lease agreement about shall be admitted. But there is a second clause which stands on its own, fully, or to any benefit that may arise therefrom. It doesn't matter when the president was or wasn't admitted into the lease. This is a separate clause. It says, or, you know, basically, or to any benefit that may arise therefrom. Now, Mr. Terry has determined, apparently, that there is no benefit to the president, even though the profits have been reported by the family, even though, including the president, even though the money now under a new agreement will be applied by his son, Donald Jr., potentially to paying off Mr. Trump's personal obligations to Deutsche Bank, or it will accrue to the benefit of the property and enhance it, which Mr. Trump is the most substantial owner. And there's no benefit. So you're saying that, or to any benefit that may arise therefrom. Did the legal counsel who provided the non-opinion rule on the shall be admitted or the benefit part?
I'm saying that the contracting officer, in conjunction with our legal office, has made the determination.
In conjunction with?
Has made the determination that the tenant is in full compliance.
Did they give him a formal legal
lease.
opinion? Did they give him a formal legal opinion?
They work together on, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Thank you very much for your non-answers.